Friday, November 8th, 2024. That's the last time I ever play Halliburton or Brandon Ingram. Got two overpaid, overhyped goofballs. They can't even show up and do their job. You telling me Halliburton can't score more than 6 points against Charlotte? You are New Orleans. You have no McCollum. You have no Zion. You have no nobody. You're starting Brandon Boston and Jose Alvarado. Your name is Brandon Ingram, and you can't even show up to work. This is the NBA for y'all. This is the NBA. But I'm not even gonna say what I want to say because there's nothing nice. Like it's Charlotte. Like everybody runs it up against Charlotte. You got this man Tyrese Halliburton. He runs around like there's no care in the world. Carefree. Everything's all right, but you can't punch your time card and show up to work. But they got him on the USA team, right? NBA's full of shit. You got Trae Young at 10-3. He's a little bit too cheap for his upside. He shows up to work. I don't listen. If I play Trae Young and he misses 30 shots, I'm fine with it because he shows up to work. Give me Trae Young. Harden's absolutely in play. 9.5K. No Kawhi. Puts the team on his back. Great spot against Toronto. Find a way to play Harden. Donovan Mitchell. Team is like 30-0 right now. They're clicking on all cylinders. The problem with that is that you never know whose night it's going to be. You got 4 guys that are very good at what they do. I'm lying. You got 3.5 guys that are very good at what they do. Then you might get Garland to show up, whatnot. He's been better this season, though, so I'll give him that. If Quickly is back, we need him to be 100%. Because if he's playing, eating up $7,600 salary, and he has no lateral movement or anything like that because his pelvis hurts, you're in trouble. Giddey, I'm all for Giddey. Giddey's a bitch. Kobe White is fine. He tries. Schroeder's in play. Spoke about Garland. Does someone know if he starts? But does someone know he's not really a shooter? He's not really a scorer. He does everything else. But you know what? Fast-paced Atlanta. This should be his speed if he starts. I don't want no bench guys. I don't want a bench guy 5,900. I'm not in the mood for this shit. I'm sorry. Who's this? Davion Mitchell at 58K. 58K. 5.8K. I can't even talk right now. Anthony Edwards heads to the locker room. Here we go. Okay, anyway. Back to Davion Mitchell. 5.8K, no thank you, buddy. Especially if Quickly starts. Got to get that 5.8K out of here. LeVert is okay. It's a 3-game slate. You know what? Let me open up my player pool because it is a 3-game slate. Davion Mitchell, if there's no Quickly, he's fine. LeVert, he's fine if that's your last man. And Simmons, even Simmons off the bench, I'm fine with that. Porter, be careful with Porter because the thing is if Dunn comes in and he's playing well and hitting his shots, he's going to take a little bit of Porter's minutes too. I've seen it happen, so the rest of these guys I'm not touching. Ty Jerome. Do we really need Ty Jerome? 3,600? 16 minutes, 19 minutes. He's been playing well, but you got to be careful with this because they miss their shots. Your lineup is cooked because they're not playing a lot of minutes to make it up. You feel me? But $3,600, how bad can he hurt you? Ty Jerome's in play. Let's go to shooting guard. Fucking Tyrese Halliburton. Wow. Cam Thomas, 74, absolutely in play. He shows up to work. Norman Powell, he shows up to work. They're both in play. Levine, let's see what's going on with Levine. If Levine can't go, remember the Sumner gets a bump. All right. Dick's in play. Agbaji's in play. Daniels is in play. I don't really like playing Terrence Mann. I really don't. He doesn't do much, to be honest with you. I don't even know why he's here. This is fucking fantasy points. 13, 18. I could do better than that. Man, get this guy off my screen. I'm really not in the mood for this shit. What else we got here? I'm so serious. Like I'll be honest with you. Brandon Ingram in front of me right now. Never mind. Barrett's absolutely in play. Cam Johnson, he's in play. Richard Sher is like hit or miss. You play him, he gives you 7 fantasy points. You don't play him, he's the next Porzingis, right? Right. He's still in play on a 3-game slate. Derrick Jones Jr., you could take a shot at 4,500, very risky. Roddy, minutes have been down now since Richard Sher has been, playing better, I guess. If Richard Sher is flat and Roddy comes in, he's hot, he's gonna get some of Richard Sher's minutes. So, but I still favor Richard Sher because he starts. All right, Horton Tucker. If there's no Levine, he gets a bump. Wilson's in play. Terry. If there's no Levine, the trickle down runs into Terry. He gets a little bit of a bump. Let me see something. All right, before I go to power forward, if you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video. If you're struggling to cash, no problem. I can help you. I can send you my finalized, optimal, up-to-date lineups right before lot. Check out the Patreon link in the description. Check out the channel memberships right here on YouTube. Super chats are open. And listen, the shit I've been saying about the starting lineups coming out hella late, it's like clockwork. This is a new NBA. This is what it is. Everything's going to come out late, last minute. I'm sure it has nothing to do with nothing. I wink. Let's go to power forward. I don't got the energy for this shit today. The NBA is just... Don't get me wrong. Some of my lineups are cashing. That's not the point. Yes, I did play Brandon Ingram. Yes, I did play Tyrese Halliburton. Just the NBA is so obvious with its shit. If it's not individual teams, if it's not the injury reports, if it's not the starting lineups, they just don't do things correctly. Nobody could defend that. All right, let's go back to power forward. Where are we? Jalen Johnson. I play Jalen Johnson. He gives me 37 fantasy points. I get off of Jalen Johnson. He puts up 65 fantasy points. I'm going right back to him because you know what? He has a ceiling. Mobley's fine. Good spot. Patrick Williams. If he starts and there's no Levine, he gets a little bit of a bump. Finney Smith is risky. Claxton is back. Larry Nance has been playing decent. He's okay. Not the worst player in the world. That's your last man in. I'm okay with it. If Dean Wade is your last man in and the rest of your lineup is fire, I'm okay with it. As long as Dean Wade starts. All right, let's go to center and let's wrap this up. Big Vooch, 8.3K. He shows up to work. Vooch is in play. Zubac is in play. Pirtle's in play. Allen is in play. You see these centers? You notice something with these centers? You see they're all averaging almost 40 points a game. Because centers, it's easier for them to get fantasy points. They're closer to the rim. They grab rebounds. They don't necessarily have to score. They get blocks. They catch loose balls. I love centers. Most of the time, 6 days out the week, I run double center. I'm lying. I run double centers every slate, except for Friday slate where I didn't do that. But I run double centers. When I put out my value play shorts or my core play shorts, you're gonna see a lot of centers. They're the best plays. If you've been playing fantasy for a while, you know that. If you don't know that, now you know that. Back to center. Vooch, Zubac, Pirtle, Allen, all in play. Claxton is risky. That's why he's 57. Capella and Okongwu, if one of the two are your last men in, fine. I don't have a problem with it. The rest of these guys I'm not going to be touching, and I'm going to go in and get out of here. After that hella performance that I can't even talk. Halliburton and Ingram put up today. I need a stiff drink and a cigarette. I'm going to go in and get out of here. I appreciate y'all listening and watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video, and I'll talk to y'all guys later. Ciao.